Welcome to Telescope Mirror Grinding Channel. Alright, so we're here. This is the grinding bench. Alright, let me just take you through how this works. Okay, so we have our glass, of course, and we have two things. You have the mirror, a piece of glass, a big one here, which is going to become the mirror. Alright, and we have the small one right here. It's just our grinding tool. Alright, this is not the only one I use. I also use a bigger one. That one right there, actually, it has glass tiles. Come over here, come over here. It has glass tiles like this on the bottom. Alright, that's for grinding. It's just a different way of grinding. Okay, and then when we're over here, alright, I take my tool, and there's one of two ways we can grind the thing. Let me just take you through all the steps, how we do this, okay? Step one, you go ahead, you take your silicon carbide, okay? Get some of that, right? It's nice and black and shiny. It's like glitter almost. You don't want to get this on you, okay? And you just go ahead, you sprinkle it all over your piece of glass, okay? And now safety is #1 priority, okay? So I'm gonna put this mask on. Really, it doesn't help at all, and it's not that necessary, but it makes you feel better, okay? What's really gonna protect me is spraying it with water. Alright, what the water does is as soon as I take the tool and I start grinding away, start grinding away here, you hear that sound? That's the sound of glass grinding right there. As soon as I start grinding away, the water catches all of the glass dust that comes off and turns it into this sort of mud looking thing, alright? And so I just keep spraying in order to keep the water up, and that should stop any glass dust from coming up and giving me solar corrosives, but you never know, so I'm wearing a mask just in case, alright? So this is the normal stroke. We stroke with the tool on top and the glass on the bottom. We do this while we're trying to widen the curve, alright, make it more smooth, okay? But if we wanted to instead make the curve deeper, quicker, what we do is we swap positions. So we take the glass, alright, and we put the tool on the bottom. This way, the glass, because it's heavier, it will put more pressure down on the tool, glass will be moved quicker, and it will go deeper, but the curve will not be quite as smooth, alright? So now we have the glass on the top, and we grind. And you'll hear that the sound of the grinding is a lot louder now, alright? Because it is being ground faster. You can hear how it's louder, alright? And so we're grinding, and we're grinding, and we're grinding, and we go until we stop, until the noise dies down. We go until the... So my little brother stopped recording, but that's okay, because we're back. Alright, we're back. And we're grinding, and you hear the roar, and we're grinding, so just put fresh grit on. Important thing we do while we're grinding, we need to rotate the tool. We need to rotate the glass randomly, like random intervals. You just rotate the glass, doesn't matter how far really. What you want is a randomness, alright? And we go, and we grind, and we grind, and we grind, and we grind. And now, each charge of the grit is called a wet, because we wet it with the spray bottle, alright? And each wet will last approximately 1 minute of grinding before it all wears down and becomes just some slurry, right? Once it becomes slurry, we just clean it off, put another wet on, and continue grinding. And you can remove about 0.1 millimeters of glass an hour at this rate, okay? Now that's using number 60 grit, and you'll notice I have in fact used all of my number 60 grit. It's all gone, a whole pound of it, because I have been rough grinding for a while. Rough grinding's over now. We're actually into fine grinding, alright? So I'll just pretend we've gone through like 15 minutes wets, alright? Now what we're gonna do, we're like, okay, we want to check what the depth of our mirror is. So, you see this big thing of water right here? We just dunk our tools in. Dunk them in. Boom, boom, boom. And there, you see the water turns all murky because that is glass dust and broken down silicon carbide, forming a sort of mud in there. Alright, so here we go. You put the big tool in, just take your hand right in there, alright, and give it a nice massage under the water. Alright, get all the grits out. Now, this isn't some sort of feel-o-vision, so you can't feel this, but underneath here, the glass, it's full of pits, right? You can feel a lot of pits in this glass. It's very rough right now, alright? Because we finished rough grinding not that long ago. So, if we can get a close-up of the glass right now. Get a close-up right in here, okay? Okay, that close-up actually doesn't have a lot of detail, but, okay, we're back. Alright, now this close-up is not very detailed, especially in the shadow, alright? But if the close-up was detailed, move the camera physically closer, alright? That doesn't help at all. Like, there's a lot of pits in this right now. It's not very smooth. I feel it, and it's terribly, terribly rough. That's why we're fine grinding. We need to make this smooth, alright? Well, let's just pretend we just want to check what our depth of the mirror is. We take this. It is a straight edge. We lay it across the mirror. And can we get a close-up of this? Alright? No, from the side, from the side, from the side. Alright? I don't know if you can see this, but underneath this bar, there is a gap, okay? I don't know, I think you can see it on the video, okay? So what we do is I ask my brother to take your feeler gauge over there, the thing under the block, that one right there. Yes, yes, grab it, okay? This is a feeler gauge. What we do with this is, as you can see, there are measurements on the feeler gauge. Like this right here, 0.76 millimeters. Let's just take this as an example, okay? You know, I'm not really trying to measure the glass right now. And we stick it under the thing. And as you can see, it goes in without any problems. So that means that our thing, our curve, is at least 0.76 millimeters deep, okay? And we do this, and we measure the depth of the curve this way. Okay, so that was a quick adventure into Mike's grinding station. Please join us next week. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Ad Astra.